Hello and welcome to another episode of Live Feed with your host, Richard Santiago. Live Feed is brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher for all your digital resources. Check out travelingtechteacher.com. Also brought to you by thebullyexposed.com, a 501c3 nonprofit organization geared at helping survivors of bullying, so let them help you. Guys, I want to remind you, don't forget, tune in on the 19th of September at 9 Central Standard Time at Sing Christina _ where we will be having a benefit to benefit thebullyexposed.com, where Christina Wells from America's Got Talent will go head to head with Vince Powell from American Idol. You don't want to miss it, folks. You want to be part of it. It's going to be amazing. Thank you, Tully, for joining the show. Also, let's talk some more about Christina Wells. Christina is having an awesome virtual concert. Tickets are available at live.christinawells.com. live.christinawells.com. Don't miss it. It's going to be on October 11th at 7:30 Central Standard Time. So you don't want to miss that, guys. A live streaming concert put on by America's Got Talent, Christina Wells. Yes, and Tully says, yes, the battle is going to be great. Yes, the battle is going to be amazing. Both these people have some amazing voices, guys. And so you don't want to miss it. It's to benefit thebullyexposed.com so we can continue doing great films. I want to also remind you again, help us get to 1,000 subs on YouTube by going to non-fiction filmmaker and be sure to subscribe to that channel. You guys have sent me screenshots. There is another non-fiction filmmaker out there. He does not put the dash, or he or she does not put the dash between non and fiction. So please make sure you got the right guys. I got a lot of you guys sent me pictures, and thank you for sending me your screenshots of look I subscribed. Thank you for doing that. But a lot of you are subscribing for the wrong guys. So make sure that you see When Bullies Become Bosses in the profile section of the app, and make sure that it's non-fictionfilmmaker.com. What else do I want to talk about before we really get into our show? I want to let you guys know that there are different ways you can support thebullyexposed.com without donating, without spending any money. Share their post, like their post, tag a friend on their post, say something nice on the post, or even give us I have a topic. You could just say, hey Rich, I got a topic for your next show. Put it in the comment section, guys. Also, if you buy a t-shirt, send us a pic, shout us out, or even leave a review on, I think Facebook does reviews. You can leave a review about a particular page. Leave a review about us on our page. Also, let me see if I can find the picture. Also, there have been 2 people so far. Thank you very much. Voice What's Right and the Autistic Advocate. I want to give a shout out to those people because they have taken screenshots of our picture, of our inspirational post, and posted it on their feed. So that is definitely a way to give us shout outs or support us, I should say. Support us. That's the big thing. So we got a great topic today. Two topics today we're gonna get through. This is going to be second post. The second topic is Hippo versus Gator. I talked about this on a previous show for Europe and for the United States. Now we're doing it for Asia and Australia. But first, before we talk about that, we're going to get an update on what's going on with Tully in his workplace bullying situation. So Tully, you want to bring us up to par on what's going on with you? Where are we at? Or do you want me to just look on on what you wrote me? It'd probably be better because we chat a lot and it'll be hard for me to find the chat. So if you want to just tell me, let's see. I've been wearing the purple wristband for work. Yes, Tully got a purple wristband for the Bully Exposed. Take a shot of that, Tully, and send it to us so one of our graphic guys can put that in a post. Send that picture to me, please. I thank you very much for getting the wristband, Tully. There is one more thing I want to say. I'm sorry. Tune in tomorrow, guys, where I will attempt to tell 100 dad jokes on the show. That's what we're going to spend time tomorrow doing. If we want to talk about bullying, that's fine. But what I'm going to attempt to do is also tell 100 dad jokes on the show tomorrow. So be sure to join us. So what's been going on with work? And excuse me, guys. I hope I don't have any food on my face. I literally just was like, I made myself a pizza today, fresh. I made the dough fresh. I made everything from scratch, the sauce, everything. And I just finished eating the pizza because I didn't know what time we were going to go on live. So forgive me if I keep cleaning my face because I feel like I got something on my face. So what's been going on, Tully, with work? Oh, that's right. I just remembered, and I guess Tully's waiting for me to talk about it. My bad, Tully. From my understanding, the last time we talked to Tully reached out to his supervisor, I believe, about the bully. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tully. About the bully and what's been that the bully has been bullying him, and the supervisor reached back to him and told him pretty much that you should tell her yourself about how you feel about what she's doing. And correct me if I'm wrong, Tully. That's what I believe was the information that was given me from Tully earlier this week. I think let's touch base on that first. I think that's horrible. First of all, I don't think supervisors should be telling employees, "Oh, just go handle it yourself." Just like a teacher or a principal shouldn't tell a student, "Go handle it yourself." Because that could end. There's a multitude of ways that it could end, and every way that I'm thinking of is bad. Yeah, sure, they can say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that's how I made you feel. Let's be friends." Sure. In the land of Oz, with Dorothy and the Scarecrow, it could end like that. But in reality, chances are it's going to end up with the bully trying to exert their dominance and be even more obnoxious to Tully or to anybody that might confront their bullies this way. I think it's a cowardly way to handle it. Like I said, I think this should always be handled by supervisors. The minute you're informed by one of your employees, or if you're a teacher, one of your students, that you're being bullied, or that you don't like the way you're being treated, definitely is the job of the supervisor, in my strong opinion, to handle that and say, "Hey, don't take any sides." Of course, you never take any sides, and you say, "Okay, I hear you two guys are having some trouble. Let's hear what's going on." And then, or you can say, "Tully said to me that you're you're treating him this way and that way, and mentioned the things that were said, can you calm down from this type of behavior? Speak to everyone with respect. Tully, you speak to her with respect, and everybody, please act professional. That's the way I would handle it. Tully says, yes, that is what happened. Okay, my boss said that I should. Hey, Hutch, how you doing? That I should tell her to back off and demonstrate demonstrate with her hands to put my. I'm not understanding this one. And demonstrated. Oh, sorry, and demonstrated with her hands to pull my hands up like this. And I'm not understanding why she would tell you that part. But first of all, she okay, how do I put an air freshener on this one? She is kind of right by saying you should tell the person how you feel. But using words like back off is not the thing you should do. And Tully, I know you're smart, you're never going to do this, but definitely don't go up to her and say, hey, back off. Unfortunately, that's definitely not a way to start it. Pretty much tell her how you feel. Tell her that you don't appreciate the way she talks to you, and that it's not professional, and we should all remain professional. But now some of you are probably going to say, well, you're contradicting yourself now. No, I'm saying if you're in a situation of bullying and someone treats you a way you don't like to be treated, yes, you should go and right away at that instance tell them how you feel in a very professional, polite way. But once someone has gone to a boss and said, hey, this is how I feel about the way this person is treating me, then from that point on, I feel it's the boss's job to handle it. That's my opinion. Because, well, if I'm a boss also, I'm going to ask some questions. Well, have you told her that you felt this way? No. How long has this been going on? See, those are the kind of questions I'll be asking as a boss. Because if it happened for the first time, then yeah, I'm going to kind of say, well, maybe Tully, you're not being bullied, but it happened more than once that I know from Tully. So when Tully tells his boss, no, it has happened a few times, then it's definitely the boss's job to get in there, because I've seen fights occur on jobs because the boss says, you handle it yourself. Okay, so the person goes in and handles it, and whether they handle it nicely or whether they handle it in a very rude way, still the other person receiving that is not going to be very happy by being pretty much told to back off, and then a fight could break out that way. Let's see. Yes, like you told me. Wait. Yes, like you had told me to do. Okay, and my boss told me that she will not be sending me to that ward. Okay, well, see, this is the good thing, and here's a good thing right here, Tully, of when you speak up to your boss, how it fixes it. It could fix problems. So your boss said you're not going to be working under her or with her or whatever the situation is, and that's a good thing. So maybe going to your boss was a great thing, or in this case, so far it seems like it's a great thing, because now you're not going to be working with that lady. You haven't saw her, and I'm going to assume you haven't worked with her yet since that occurred. Am I right, Tully? Let me know. So yeah, so it looks like Tully did a great job of handling the situation. If something occurs, Tully, or to anyone listening, if something occurs to where you have to work with her and she starts to act the same way, then that's when I would tell her in a very, very extremely professional way that what you're doing is not professional and is not acceptable by you. That's definitely something that I would do right there. Um, However, yesterday, Tully says, there's always an however, right? However, yesterday, Tully says, I was working on the opposite ward to, to where the to where that ward clerk works. The opposite. Okay, so where was she? Were you able to? Do you have to come in contact with her or speak with her at any time when you work on the opposite ward? Tell me what significance that has to the situation. Because yeah, if you're working in the opposite ward, I would assume this hospital, the two wards aren't like football fields that they're as big as football fields. So they're probably very tiny, and you probably have to still see the person. But yeah, Tully did the right thing. Now I don't know, Tully. I don't remember what you said. If this was an email that was sent, and if you said that, I apologize. I don't remember if this was an email. But when you talk to your bosses, definitely do an email situation. That way you have proof, written proof. Also, if you talk to the person, your boss, in person, it's just a conversation that came up and you say, well, now that you bring it up, yeah, I am being bullied by this person, or I don't like the way this person treats me. I definitely would never use the word bullying when explaining what's going on in the workplace, because then people might think you're a child, because 90% of the people you tell them bullying in the workplace, and they don't think right away that I know what you mean, harassment and stuff like that. They think that, wait a minute, how old are you that you're being bullied at work? You're a grown person. You can't be bullied at work. There's people that think that you can't be bullied at work because you're grown up, and that's not true. Because bullying in the workplace has nothing to do with age. Has everything to do with power, especially if you're in a situation where you're getting bullied by a supervisor. That supervisor has power. If you're getting bullied by someone that's been at your job site for like 30 years, because I've seen it, and some of those people, I don't know if it's at the end of their career or if it's at what point of the career it happens, but some of them become bullies because they're pretty much untouchable. Maybe because there's a union that's always covering for them or what, but those people tend to feel untouchable, and they tend to think that they can push their little thought process or the way they feel on people. She came, says Tully, to the ward that I was working on because they didn't have their regular ward clerk. So I saw her coming across the ward, and I was working, and she started asking me questions. What type of questions? I want to know, Tully. Was it questions like, why are you working on this ward? Why aren't you working with me? Now, you also keep saying ward clerk. So tell me about the ward clerk. Is this a person that might have authority? Is it a person that does have authority? That's what I want to know. Are you equal with this person, or is this person more of a supervisor figure in the place that you work? Let me know. Those are questions I have for you. I know a lot of questions for you guys. Tune in, guys, because we got an amazing video to show you about hippos versus alligators. Remember that tomorrow I'm going to attempt to tell 100 dad jokes. I should have made it 101. 100 dad jokes tomorrow, so please tune into that. Also, please remember to go to Sing Christina _ or go to live.christinawells.com and purchase your ticket for the virtual Christina Wells concert. Don't want to miss it. An amazing singer. It's on October 11th, 7:30 Central Standard Time. If you live in Australia or in Thailand or in Indonesia or in Tokyo or Japan, like my good friends do, remember that it's going to be Thursday. It's not going to be on Wednesday. It's going to be on Thursday because you're one day ahead. So remember that. Don't miss that. And please go again to ChristinaWells.com. Excuse me. No, I'm sorry. Let me retract that. Go to @SingChristina_ on the 19th of this month at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we're going to have a head-to-head with two great singers, one from America's Got Talent and one from American Idol. And I know everybody all over the world knows about American Idol. I've seen Indonesian American Idol. I've seen, that's it. But I know there's different types of this type of show. So be sure to do that. Benefit for thebullyexposed.com so we can continue making more films like Dear Bully. And I know that Tully has seen Dear Bully, I believe. And if you haven't, Tully, DM me. I'll take care of that for you. But if you're interested, you can go to vimeo.com/on-demand/Dear Bully, and you can see the film for yourself. So let's see. Tully says, then she asked me something for her and called me George, and I decided to ignore her. And she said, ugh. Okay, so she calls you George as a way to put you down. I see. Is George another worker, or is George something else? So she came to ask me to do something for her and called me George. Okay. Well, you did the right thing. Yeah, ignore her. Ignore her. Don't show her that you're getting mad. And I hope that even though you ignored her, you didn't show her that you were upset. Remember that flat line that we talked about? You always want to remain that flat line. Wherever you are, a lot of people say, what does a flat line mean? You don't put yourself in a certain situation. Wherever you are, if you're laughing at the moment, you don't continue laughing like, no, you don't do that. You laugh your normalness, and you smile, and you don't give an extra to anything. You just stay wherever you're at, is basically what I'm trying to say. And you just walk away, or you just answer the person's question and without showing them that it upsets you. Because you have to understand, if I got a serious face on, someone says something to me, and I do this, oh, thank you, I'll make sure to handle that real quickly. I just changed. You can see that I changed. So that they, in their mind, even though I might have not been upset, in their mind, oh, I made him upset. I made him so upset he had to give me a fake smile. So, flat. That's what my psychologist friends call it. It's called flatline. You stay wherever you're at. Not too happy, not too sad, just right wherever you were at the time of your bullying. You do what you got to do, and then you go on and you move on. And if, like I said, if you have to, you walk into the bathroom and you cry. If crying is the emotion that you're feeling, or you walk into the bathroom and you kick the wall, as long as you don't break anything, or you get upset there, and then you calm down and you walk right back out. Never let them see you angry, because that's what they want. That's the fuel that they want. Oh, one more thing that I did forget to mention. Let me see if I can find the promotion that goes with it. I doubt it. Nope, I don't have it with me. Tomorrow, my host will be Richard Santiago on the show. And I know a lot of you are saying, what? How can Richard Santiago be the guest host of the show? Tomorrow you're going to have to tune in and find out. So let's see. So it says, every time I am on the ward, she always tries to be friendly towards me, and it really pisses me off. Yeah, that's going to do that. It's okay that you get pissed off, just don't show her, because she'll continue to do it. If you want her to stop that fake friendliness towards you, you got to show her that it doesn't bother you. And that goes for everybody. If you're, you're in school or you're at work, the minute they see it doesn't bother you, you know, what I used to do, I didn't have, like I said, when I was in school, I didn't have bullies. But what I used to do, and what I still do as an adult, is when I get someone that's, maybe they're not a bully, but they're trying to, poke you, they're trying to poke you with a stick, so to speak, metaphorically. I would just make fun of myself too, you know, make fun of myself too. Like I can remember people saying the last person that I had an argument with said to me, you're such an asshole, because they didn't like what I was saying. This person was a bully and I called them out on it. They didn't like what I was saying, so they say, you're such an asshole. The first thing I said was, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me. Thank you. So kind of make fun of yourself. I've also, when, somebody might call me an asshole and I'll be like, damn, I'm just an asshole. Sometimes I'm trying to be the whole ass, not an asshole. Whatever. You just, well, you don't want to do something like that at a job, that's for sure, because then it's kind of antagonizing them. But when when I'm on the street, that's the kind of thing I do. Whatever, dude. Put yourself down, and when you do that, you'll see that people will just, as long as if you're showing that you're getting pissed off about it, then yeah, that's going to really show them that you're I lost the wording that I wanted to say. I'm sorry, guys. But anyway, you gotta just not stay do not get upset at them, because you get upset at them, they're gonna keep on and keep on and keep on, and they can sense that. They say that a dog can sense fear. Well, bullies can kind of sense when they're ticking you off. So you really gotta, and that is one reason why I really don't associate with bullies. That's the thing that I give them. Nope, I'm not gonna talk to you. Wait. I just want to say one thing. Nope, I'm not even gonna talk to you. And you just go and you just do your own thing. So let's talk about Hippo. We can get back to your conversation, Tully, but I'm going to get into this video right away because I want to show you guys this. I don't want to run out of time. Let's just turn over real quick to Hippo versus Gator, and then we'll come back to that. For those of you that were interested in that conversation, and remember, please smash the heart. So here you have an alligator, and there's a little piece of land here, and it's pretty much got this impala trapped. But this impala is so smart, it slowly is going by the gator, who obviously has fallen asleep on the job, And as soon as he knows he's safe, boom, takes a nice leap into the water and starts heading out, and the alligator is coming strong for him. You think, oh, this impala is done for, but here comes a hippo. Hippos are very territorial. They fight amongst each other for space all the time. And when I first saw this, I was like, oh, wait a minute, are they both going for him? But no, look, the alligator grabs the impala, and right away the hippo's on him. And that probably, that's really amazing to me. This hippo does not have to endanger its life. Let's get some music in here. Oh, nice and mysterious. So the hippo does not have to do this. The hippo is endangering himself. This is an alligator, and I'm sure you saw how big it was when it was asleep. This gotta be at least a 20-footer, And this hippo is risking his life for this baby impala. And so here's the There's no sight of the impala, so I don't know what happened to it. But here is you saw a little bit of the hippo, and there is the hippo again. So he's taking on this guy, and that's really shocking to me. I honestly always thought that if a hippo took on an alligator, that it would be done for, because with their teeth and the power in their jaws, but I guess it's the way that the hippo attacked. You got a hippo coming at you in the speed that it's coming at you, and it hits you, it's going to knock out a lot of your wind. And that's probably why we don't see the gator right now. And for those of you that are going to try and school me and say it's not an alligator, it's a crocodile. Right now, gator means crocodile or alligator. So here is the impala. It lived, and now the impala has a bigger problem: hyenas. So this, when I first saw this video, it right away reminded me of bullying. You got your bully exposed, right? Or your advocator, which is the hippo. You got your victim, which is the impala. And then you have the bully, which is the alligator. And then the bystanders, which are these hyenas. There are 4 hyenas. You'll see them. There they are. 4 hyenas. And they're smart. They're waiting. They're like, you got to come on land sometime. And when you do, we got you. But these hippos are keeping them at bay. Especially this one. Look how upset it gets. I mean, wow. You got them teeth coming at you. And this poor impala is sitting there waiting around, trying to wait for the hyenas to go away. So it's funny that it's a hyena. Like I said, this is why I really think it's about bullying, because the hyenas, what do a lot of bystanders do? They'll sit there and laugh when a bully, might hit you or might be making fun of you. And hyenas, when they're communicating with each other, it sounds like laughter. So it's definitely a situation. This is definitely a situation in the wild of bullying. I mean, it's not actually bullying, it's a metaphor. I'm sorry. This is a good metaphor, is what I should say. It's not bullying. It's definitely not bullying, because this is life right here. Circle of life happening right before us. If there were no alligators, if there were no hyenas, then what would happen is, hippos and impalas would overtake the world. Not overtake the world, but you know what I'm saying. And too much vegetation would be eaten, right? Because that's what hippos do. That's what impalas do. They eat vegetation. So to keep the numbers down, life is that, you got the meat eater. So it's not bullying. In no way am I saying that. But my point in all this is this, and a very important one. And we're all probably wondering where the gator is, right? That's what came to your mind, where the gator is. Well, guess what? Let's see. We're going to find out. Well, not now. But this is definitely a good example of how we should be, right, as human beings. Why can't we be the hippo instead of being the hyena that's sitting back and waiting for their turn to chomp on another bully? And there's the gator. I don't know. The alligator must have been knocked out, but there's the gator. But not to worry, guys. I mean, it's really funny because I imagine the impala going, "Oh shit! There's a alligator. There he is. Oh shit! I gotta get out." But here comes the awesome hippo to turn around and help him. And he stood with them. I watched the rest of the video. He stood with them until all the animals went away. And so my question is this: why can't we all be like the hippo, guys? That's what I would love to see. For us to be all like the hippo and, you know, help out, and no matter what it is, risk your life to get that, let's see. Tully says my son showed me a video on YouTube. Croc versus hippo. Is this the same one? Let me see. I'm gonna look that up. Give me a second here, guys. Oh, I know what we can do. Let's listen to some music. Oh, here's another one. Okay. This is an awesome beat, isn't it? This reminds me of something Whitney Houston would do. Come get some. I'm number one. I rock the mic, but I can't get enough. Yeah, I could imagine rapping over this. All right. So let's see. There's a wildebeest being saved by a hippo. Oh, and it's in the mouth of the alligator. Oh, there's several alligators. Wow. I wish you guys can see this. Several alligators on this one wildebeest. And yep, two hippos come, sure enough. Help them out. Oh, several. Look at that. Look at a group load of them. That's giving me an idea. Maybe our mascot should be a hippo. Did you guys see there? Let me show you guys something real quick. I think maybe we didn't. We do have a post coming up very shortly of a hippo doing karate. Have we put that out yet? No, we haven't. So, yeah. There's a bunch of videos of different animals helping other animals. I've even seen one where a monkey was playing on a train track in, I believe, India, and he hit the third rail. And the third rail, I don't know if they have it in Australia, but in America, the third rail is usually the rail where the train gets its electricity from. So he touched the third rail. The monkey grabbed him. He was unconscious and actually did CPR on him. You can see him, not the way we do CPR on humans, but you can see that he's trying to resuscitate him and he does bring him back to life. I've seen dogs help out little cats. What else have I seen? It's just so many videos out there, and my opinion is, and this is what I'm showing this video to you guys to make you guys think for a minute. What why don't you go out and be a hippo? If an animal like a hippo can help an impala, or the hippos can help the wildebeest, like I just showed you, or a monkey can help another monkey out, why can't we help each other out? Why do we have to treat women the way we do? Why do we have to treat people of color the way we do? Why do we have to treat people who might be obese different? Let me tell you something real quick in case you guys haven't noticed. I am a big fan of Christina Wells, if you guys have not noticed that. I will support her as much as I can. Why? Because when she was 13 years old, she tried out for a singing job at an amusement park. Okay? And she knocked the socks off the other people that were competing there. And they told her that she could not get the job because of her weight. And that's not fair. That is not right. You do the job right. Doesn't matter if you're a female. Doesn't matter if you're obese. Doesn't matter if your color of your skin looks like mine. Doesn't matter. You should get that job. So that's why I wanted to show that. So let's see here. We got a couple of more minutes here. Let's answer Tully's questions and kind of close this up. Let's see. What are we saying here? Every time I remember the ward, she's okay. I read that one. So the next one is Tully says, I guess I have to talk to her to exchange information as to what is happening on the ward. Okay. And I feel like it's my duty to communicate with her, but she makes me feel upset and I can't concentrate. Okay. So my suggestion is um, try to practice talking to her, Tully. Try to pretend like maybe take your wife or one of your kids and pretend that it's her and talk with her. I totally get when you say that she upsets you and you can't concentrate and then deliver the information that you're supposed to deliver. I understand that. Um, but the best thing is to practice that or even try and talk with her when she doesn't upset you about work related situations. Um, and put yourself more into the situation. Because for me, maybe that might not work for everybody. So if you find this doesn't work for you, definitely don't do it. But I find that if I'm put in the situation more, then I learn to deal with it more. But I definitely understand what you mean. I've had bosses that would upset me so much that I couldn't talk to them. I couldn't concentrate on the situation. So I totally get that. I totally understand that. But know that the most important thing here to remember is that she is the problem, not you. Okay, and that she should be embarrassed for what she does to you, not you. That's one huge thing to remember. So you keep that in mind, and hopefully it will be able to help you to concentrate more when you're around her, and that you'll be able to talk and be yourself even when she's at her worst. And that's the same reason why a lot of what she's doing to you is the same reason that a lot of lawyers go in and kind of badger the witness, right? Because if you make them upset, then they lose their concentration and they're unable to unable to testify, and it's not a tactic that should be allowed, but they do that because if you're speaking with someone that's lying, then that person will have a hard time of concentrating and remembering their lie. But so that's why they do that, and they treat everyone as liars, and that's the part that's not that's unfair, But yeah, it's a I don't know what to call it. What type of tactic is it? I guess I would say it's a legal tactic, I guess, that they do to bully you or make you get upset so you can't concentrate and remember what it is you came there to do, or that you remember how to do your job. Because and that's why bullying works so much, because you got a person that's a real good worker, right? These people start to bully them, start to make them upset, and they start to make little stupid mistakes. They're unable to concentrate. So I'm telling you this, Sully, so you know that you're not the only one this happens to. Okay, this happens to everyone. So they upset them, and then they can't concentrate, and they start making little mistakes. And then from those little mistakes, they're able to fire them. That's how it all works. Let's see. Tully says she is not a good person. Everyone else seems to be okay with her. I just don't get it. Does she do the same things that she does to you? Because, I know I've had situations where people have told me, oh, this person doesn't like you. I don't know why. They have nothing but negative things to say about you, and then it finds out, well, who's this person? And then it finds out that I just told that person off because they were trying to, bully me. And I'm like, just so you know, it's not going to work with me. You're not going to do that with me. So then the person knows that the bullying doesn't work with me. So they try to trash my name by saying negative things about me. So when I hear things like that, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why that person says I'm an evil person, because I just did this to them. So is that the situation? Is the person just mean to you? And it doesn't make you less important or less of a human being. I just want you to know that. Just because she only does this to you. But have you heard anyone else that she has done this to? Have you seen anyone else get treated the way you're treated? Var, thank you for joining the show. How you doing, Var? Let's see. Telly says I'm going to try and flatline every day. Yeah, just do that every day. You know, she says something stupid, just keep going. You know, all right, and just keep going. That wasn't a good example of flatlining, by the way, because you can see my demeanor changed. But you know what I mean. Hi, Var. How are you doing? How are things with your friends that you were telling me last time we talked? You were telling me about some of your friends. How are things with them going? I am good, doing real good. Hey, Tully, did you see the episode where I gave everybody an update of what's going on with Italy? And for VAR, because I haven't talked to VAR in a long time, I'm getting ready to move to Italy. Actually, I've been waiting for like almost 2 months for visas to come in. Did you see that video? Well, just in case you didn't see the video, let me tell you guys. So we received an email that our visas are ready and they're being shipped to us. So any day now, we're going to have our visas. Once we have our visas ready, then my wife's job will be able to, what's the word I'm thinking of? They'll be able to get our flights in order, and we'll know exactly what day we're leaving for Europe. Vanish says things with them are fine too. That's good. The bully hasn't been active, so it's all good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. It's a shame. For those of you that don't know what me and Var are talking about, she messaged me about someone that was bullying her and her friends, and or just her friends, I can't remember. And they said some very mean things. They used curse words. They said some mean things. I got in touch with Facebook, or I tried to get in touch with, not Facebook, Instagram, Facebook and Instagram. The reason why I said Facebook is because when I went to complain on Facebook, on Instagram, it took me to Facebook, because they handle all that, and they still haven't gotten in touch with me. That was months ago. They still haven't gotten in touch with me, because I asked the question, this person's cursing, this person is using profanity, doing all this. How can you say that this is not bullying? Because when I reported them, they sent back to me that we don't classify this as bullying. Really? You got three different screenshots of this person cursing at these people, and that's not bullying. It's a shame. Shame on you, Instagram. That's all I gotta say. Shame on Instagram. Let's see. Var says, "Oh, that's actually really good. It's great." Richard, have a safe journey. Yeah, thank you. Keep smashing that heart, guys. That's right. Thank you, Tully. Yeah, keep smashing that heart, whether you're watching this live or in the recorded version. Smash that heart. Post in the comments. Do you have any advice for Tully, or what do you think about our other topic about Hippo versus Gator, or what? Tell me. Send me a link of a video of animals protecting other animals. I would love to see it. How about you, Var? Have you ever seen an animal protect another animal? Let's see. I know, right? Var says, I know, right? Was that clearly cyberbullying? And Instagram did nothing. Yeah, did nothing. They wouldn't close the account. They wouldn't do anything. It's a shame. It's a shame. Maybe, as I get more successful, maybe I'll personally reach out to Instagram and have them on the show. That's definitely what I would do. Of course, I wouldn't have that show on Instagram. I'll take that show. I'll go in with my camera and my film crew, and we'll go into the offices of Instagram, and we'll have a sit down with them. But it really doesn't shock me, really, because Instagram's owned by Facebook, and we all know the crap that the owner of Facebook does. I mean, even Facebook, the idea of Facebook, he was sued. You guys may not know this, living in India and living in Australia, but the owner of Facebook was sued by two other people. Allegedly, these people are saying that they created Facebook with him, that it was the three of them. They came up with the idea, something to that effect. I might be off on the story because I read the story so long ago. And he stole the idea from them, and did it all by became the face of Facebook, or the owner of Facebook, and these people end up suing him later on. And there was a film about it. What I would like to see is a non-fiction film, because films that are fiction can be changed to make things sound interesting, so you don't really get the truth. But a non-fiction film would you shouldn't lie on a non-fiction film. But some people have done it. I'm not going to say that, but let's see. Voss says, I have actually seen animals protect each other. That's great. Animals protect each other, but we can't protect each other as human beings. That was my whole reason for the topic today. So this dog, Boxy, lives in my neighborhood, and some street dogs were fighting and ganging up on a female dog. So Boxy went and helped the female dog. Awesome. Well, there you go, guys. There's a story for that goes along with hippos versus alligators. That's cool. That is real good. Whoever is Boxy's owner, they must be good people, because I can tell you stories of, and I've seen this, unfortunately, where dogs just go up to other animals and just start ripping them apart. That not even a warning, just walk up and start ripping them apart and kill them instantly right there. Cats, squirrels, all types of animals like that. And those are owners, and it's really funny because those are owners that really should never have a dog to begin with. Var says it's really sad seeing how we're losing humanity with each passing day. Yeah, we are. We just need to start holding the bullies accountable. That's all it is. That's all it takes. That's the sad part about all this, Var, is that it's simple to fix this. Just hold them accountable. Simple. But people don't want to do it. They just don't want to do it. So that's going to do it for me here on Live Feed with your host, Richard Santiago. I want to thank Tully for coming on and telling us his story. Please, Tully, every time you got an update, come back on. Var, don't be a stranger, Var. It's so good to, I don't know what to say, because I didn't hear from you, or I didn't see you, so it's so good to see your name back on the live feed. How's that? So remember, guys, again, I'm going to tell you guys to remember to watch out for our Versa, which will benefit the bullyexposed.com. Okay, it's going to be on not on our Instagram channel. It's going to be on the Instagram channel of Sing Christina _ So remember that, guys. And Tully says he sent me the photos for the wristband. Thank you, Tully. I appreciate that. We'll put those up ASAP. Voss says, sorry, I just thought I would catch up. Got to go to school. Got to catch up with school. Okay. Thank you for stopping by. Like I said. Okay, that's going to do it for us, guys. It's my senior year. Yay! This year. And man, it's kicking my... Good. You can do it, Vi. You can do it. Keep it up. School is very important. School can make you change It can change you. It can make you change the world too. Remember that. So that's going to do it for me on Live Feed. Live Feed is brought to you by thebullyexposed.com, 501c3 nonprofit organization geared at helping survivors of bullying. Don't forget, get your t-shirt at represent.com/store/thebullyexposed. Okay. Also brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher for all your digital resources. Check out travelingtechteacher.com. And remember, anyone can wear the crown. Anyone can be a hero. Be kind to one another and have a great day. Bye.